Today we're going to be working on a dishwasher Kenmore made by Whirlpool. The model number is on the display. The problem that we are having with this dishwasher is that it's not draining completely. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. When we opened the dishwasher, we found that it was water sitting on the bottom of the dishwasher. So we are going to remove the bottom panel. It's 2 Phillips or 1/4 screws on the bottom of the bottom panel. If you look at other videos on YouTube, you will see that people remove the front cover of the dishwasher, but in this video we're trying to make it simple, and we are not going to remove the front panel of the dishwasher, and we are not going to remove the whole dishwasher to be able to find out what's going on. As you see, it's water still inside the dishwasher. That means the dishwasher is not draining completely or not draining at all. We remove the filter to find out if there's anything stuck right by the water pump. We remove the possibility that there's anything clogged inside the dishwasher preventing the water getting to the pump. After I remove the filter, I find out that there was nothing major blocking the access hole that goes to the pump. Now I put it on cancel. When you press cancel, the board sends 120 volts to the water pump. Now I can hear the pump humming, but the water is not draining. Now I can hear it. Put my ear right next to the front panel, and I can hear humming. Now I'm touching the pump and I can feel a little vibration, but the pump is not on. It's just getting power to it. That means I'm getting voltage to the pump, but the blade inside the pump is not spinning, so the water is not draining into the drain on the sink, which in this case it's a garbage disposal. Now you see I got my shop vac, and I'm going to remove the water out of the inside of the dishwasher. That way when I remove the pump, I don't get a lot of water on the floor. I remove the water, and then I see with my flashlight, make sure that it's nothing blocking the access hole to the pump. Now I see the problem is not inside the dishwasher, so I'm going to proceed to remove the drain pump and find out if the drain pump is the problem or is something else that is blocking the blade from turning and draining the water out. This pump has a clip on the top. If you release the clip, the pump, you turn the pump counterclockwise, and then the pump will come out. Now I can feel the blade that is kind of hard to move, and I'm looking inside and I don't see anything that it will prevent the blade from spinning. So so far what I believe is the pump is damaged, and the customer says that they barely use this dishwasher, so most likely because they haven't used it in a long time, the blade got corroded and stops working. Now what I'm trying to do here is connect the pump back in the harness and press cancel to see if I can get 120 volts to the pump and make it to come on. I'm trying to spin it with my finger or something, but it's not working because it's no more water inside the dishwasher. For some reason, when there's no water inside the dishwasher, the pump will not turn, because if there's no water, that means that the water already has drained, which in this case we remove it with the vacuum, so I'm not getting any voltage to the pump, but I can feel it. I'm trying to spin it with my finger, and it's hard to spin it, so it's obvious that the pump is damaged. Now I'm going to remove the pump from the harness again. And I know a lot of techs check their pumps with ohms and things like that, but in this case the problem is on the blade. Now we got a new pump. The new pump is a little different than the old pump. The new pump has more blades than the old pump, but it's the same exact model, it's the same exact part number, and the same exact thing. And you can see the clip in this new one that is the same pump. Now I see on other videos that a lot of people remove the whole dishwasher to be able to replace the pump, but in this case we're trying to make it simple, because the water supply to this dishwasher it's made out of copper. The water line basically is made out of copper, and most of the time when we remove a copper line, it will start leaking, and then another issue is present. So we're trying to make it simple. You can see the clip right there where the new pump's supposed to snap to prevent from the pump come loose or start leaking. So when you remove the pump, you have to release the clip and turn it counterclockwise. When you put it on, you turn it clockwise until you hear the clip snap in place. As you see, when you put it in place, you will find some tabs, which is male to female, and then when you turn it clockwise, the pump will snap in place. You guys must ask why this on video you cannot hear exactly what I'm doing, and it's because it's dogs and people talking in the background. So I do the over voice to avoid all that inconvenient stuff. I already got the pump in place, and I'm gonna go ahead and connect the harness for the power supply. Now at this time, I'm making sure everything goes back in place to be able to test it. Now only put the filter, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. I'm gonna press start and make sure it fills in with water, and most importantly, press cancel to make it drain, which that was the only issue from the beginning. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open it right quick and put the bottom rag and keep doing the test. Now what happened here is that for some reason when I was installing the pump, I never hear the snap clip, but I thought it was I just couldn't hear it. But then it started leaking a little, and then I started finding why it was dripping water. So I believe it was the gasket was not in place or anything like that. But no, the reason why it was because the back clip didn't snap in place. So I removed the pump again, make sure the gasket was in place, and everything looks normal. Speaking on the pump side. Now after I checked the gasket, which is like a rubber ring seal on the pump, tried to put the pump back in place, and then this time I was able to hear the back clip when it snapped in place. And then the water leak stops. I'm just trying to dry with a piece of rag all the water that drip from the pump. Keep in mind then, in some other jobs, you probably will we have to remove the dishwasher all the way out to be able to do this job. Depends on the what kind of flooring you have or how much space you have. But this video will show you how to do it easy and fast. If you have the space to work with and the right tools. Now I'm trying again and I don't see any water leaking. I'm getting water inside, it's draining. It's working the way it's supposed to. The only issue that we have, it was the drain pump. Now we're going to put we're going to install the bottom panel and the second panel, and we're going to put the screws in place. As you see, the water is draining into the garbage disposal like the way it's supposed to. Put the screws back on, and we almost finished with this repair.
Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.